I'm Eric from PJ Boy Airsofter, and I'm doing a review today on the WE M14 Custom 500 FPS Gas Blowback. As you can tell from the box, it means business. It's got just your average brown box, so none of that glossy, fancy crap. So when you open it up, you got your cover here. But what you do have, though, is a lack of any other protection, unfortunately. But to be honest, this gun doesn't need it. It's built like a tank. The camera isn't doing it any justice. So, but the manual, also, I'm kind of disappointed with this. It's just an explosive through the gun. It can be too little or too much depending on how you see it. It doesn't really tell you how to use it. So watch a lot of tutorials online and some stuff telling you not to shoot your eye out or whatever. You know, your basic stuff. Now, first thing you notice when you take it out is probably going to be the massive orange flash hider on the front. It is ridiculous. I don't really like that part about it, but it's also really heavy. It's a solid 13 or so pounds with the mag in, so very heavy. Got the mag. So the mag is kind of a green offset color, if you can see here. It's kind of different from everything else. Kind of strange, but that doesn't matter at all. You got your fire selector switch right here. Just flip it like this. Make sure not to flip it the right way. You might break it. Before using each clip, you gotta cock it back just like the real one. And the safety won't work. See, the safety won't work unless it's pulled back, just like the real one again. You got your mag release right here, just like most other guns. And if you see these two knobs here, this one would move it back and forth. I'm not going to do that. It's a pain to adjust. And this one moves sight up and down for different ranges, right? Okay, now I'm going to show you how to disassemble it, right? So first, just like the real gun, you just pull out the trigger grouping, give it a firm pull to the back. It should disconnect just like that. And then it just slides apart, just like that. You got your stock here, and I'll go over some of the stuff that comes inside of this later. But what you have is basically, you can seal the parts here, you can clean it from here, you can put on your new grease, and that's what you want to do. You don't want to use the factory grease. It's gonna mix with the paint and not good for the gun. You want to wipe all that off after putting 3 or 4 mags through it. So put 3 or 4 mags through it, wipe off all the factory grease, then put all your grease, like silicone spray or something, where it's all worn and stuff. That is how you know not to, you know, make the gun run badly. So to adjust the hop up, you pull this back, push this forward, you got your hop up right there. The Allen wrench does come with the gun, but I do not have it with me, unfortunately. It's in my Alice pack, want 'em all pack, but you know. So, got that. You got your nice piston here. It doesn't really serve any purpose, but it's just a nice effect. I like that. And then, now we're going to go over what is inside the stock, which is also pretty heavy. You just open that up like that, take this out here. Where the battery would normally be, it comes with a 30-round upgrade spring for the mag and a speed loader. This is the only speed loader that will work on these mags well. Just put it on here, just take this part off. Excuse the tape on it, I just tightened it up a little bit so it didn't fall apart. So what you do is you just take this off, fill it with BBs, and then just push it down as hard as you can. And that more or less concludes this part of the review. Now let's go outside and shoot it. Alright, so now we're out in the field to test fire this baby. But first, I'm going to give you a light history of the rifle. It was put in Vietnam to replace the BAR, the M1 Garand, all the light rifles and heavy machine guns and stuff. The problem was, it was too light to be a heavy machine gun and too heavy to be a light rifle, so in the end it really only ended up replacing the BAR. And then it was picked up and put into an EBR form recently after Vietnam. But I don't have the EBR form because I like my historic things. Alright, now we're going to test fire it. So like I said, pull back the bolt, aim at your target, and shoot. You could easily put a scope on this and use this DMR. You can give it a hard trigger pull too, otherwise it's not actually going to fire because it has a double safety. Now let's try out the full auto. And now it's empty. As you can see, the bolt stays back when it empties, right? What you're going to do is take this out and then put in a spare clip and hit this to chamber the next round. Unfortunately, my spare mag isn't ready, isn't prepped or anything. So, alright, final thoughts on this gun. I'm going to give it a rating of 10 out of 10 because, well, A, it's built like a tank. You could fall on top of this thing, nothing is going to happen to it. Solid. But unfortunately, it does have fake wood stock, but it looks so realistic, doesn't even matter. Plus, you can get a real wood stock, no problem. It's got full metal parts, and it even has full raw tech upgradability. So this part, you could literally just get this with all like the markings and everything on it already. It's like a solid 490 to 510 FPS, and it is very accurate on a good winded day. And if you just get the hop up just right, you could easily put a scope on this, make it a perfect DMR. Everybody's afraid of it that I've shot at this thing with, and like I said, 10 out of 10. Die, Rambo, die! Die, screw you, Rambo!